Hi, welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video subscriber right now. Leaving the comments in the comments section, like and share the video as well. Now, what I would like to see happen after WrestleMania 33. Now, I'm going to quickly look at Raw, SmackDown and NXT for you in a quick update here. Just kind of my feelings on the product and how I think it would benefit going forward. Now, I would like to see something different between Raw and SmackDown rather than seeing almost the same show twice, but a shorter version, a more quicker condensed version, which seems much easier to watch on SmackDown, and a more dragged out, lengthy version on Raw, which just seems difficult to watch at times. So how can we improve Monday Night Raw? Well, first and foremost, the draft needs to happen because it will benefit both shows. We freshen things up just a little bit rather than having the same rivals, the same matches. It kind of feels like SmackDown Live anyway will lose a bit of steam after WrestleMania if they do not freshen things up on that roster as well, because they've done almost everything that they can do with the roster that's been put in front of them, which has made it a very successful 8 or 9 months. But I think now is the time that they need to mix things up just a touch. And the same with Monday Night Raw. Now, of course, for Monday Night Raw, the rumours are that Triple H is going to start a big faction. Maybe the night after WrestleMania would be great. They're probably going to get the Hardys as well, which would be amazing. So what else could we do? Well, for me personally, I think the way to go for Monday Night Raw going forward is factions. Separates and makes something very different on SmackDown. SmackDown can be the wrestling show, the same show we've got now as a wrestling show, and have those guys that are wrestling guys there. And SmackDown can acquire maybe a better mid card. That way we've got a bit of a fresher way going forward. So maybe Sami Zayn, Cesaro could move over to the blue brand. Maybe Sheamus as well, so they can add that for the tag team where they need to. Or Sheamus can just have a creditable mid card sort of run on SmackDown Live. I think it would be better for him. We've got the likes of John Cena and Bray Wyatt still there. We maybe even could move Braun Strowman over. I think it would definitely benefit for him, but perhaps maybe it would be better to keep him on Raw because we can have Baron Corbin there as well on SmackDown Live, and Baron Corbin would benefit perhaps with having less people in the way to get into the main event scene. What else can we do to improve SmackDown Live? For me, I would call out from NXT Shinsuke Nakamura. I think he would be perfect for the SmackDown brand. It would be a smaller show, which means less exposure for him, and I think that keeps mystique and attraction. Less time he has to talk as well on the microphone, because them long 20-minute promos on Monday Night Raw will not benefit him in the short term. I think he's still another year or two away from being on the Raw brand. I think he should be definitely on the SmackDown side. So then we look at Monday Night Raw then. So we've got those guys moved there, the mid-card guys moved over to SmackDown Live. And then we look at Raw. So what can we do for Raw then to keep that as it is? And we've still got The Miz on SmackDown as well, by the way, for the Miz fans out there. Haven't forgotten him. He is still going to be on SmackDown Live. We go to Monday Night Raw, and this is where you kind of think SmackDown may have the bad end of the deal. But you look at the good quality wrestling, the indie wrestlers, the mid-card. A few people stay playing around with the main event. We look at Raw. We've got Triple H's faction. We see Kevin Owens. We see Samoa Joe. For me, I would bring to Raw the full Evolution 2.0. I would transfer over from SmackDown Live and a full-on heel turn for Randy Orton. That would be my personal pick. I think that it would really have a credible look, that sort of evolution. It's almost then we've got, Orton is almost like the Ric Flair, if you want, or Triple H is the Ric Flair of that time. Randy Orton is the Triple H of that time, and we see the Batista and Orton roles given to Owens and Samoa Joe back then. So I think that would really make that stable work really well. We look then and say, well, we've got Roman Reigns, we've got Seth Rollins. We bring Dean Ambrose over to Monday Night Raw and we reform the Shield. Why not? Let's do it. We've then got the Authority with this new evolution. We've got the Shield. I know we've seen sort of like that before, but it'd be a fresher way to do it in this way. And we've also got the Balor Club. Finn Balor, Gallows, Anderson. And we could also bring over AJ Styles to Monday Night Raw. And that faction would really feel good. And we can imagine them three factions playing off against each other. We could even see down the line one of the Balor Club or the club, it'd be sort of a heel turn on either Balor or Styles for the ultimate cash-in for that match at the following WrestleMania. I think that would be a very exciting way to go forward. I'd like to see Ty Dillinger brought up to the main roster. I think personally for me, I'd put him on SmackDown Live, just because I think he will get lost in the shuffle on Monday Night Raw, despite being a perfect 10, but that's just my personal point of view. Elsewhere, as well, Rusev as well as another guy that I'd push to SmackDown. I'd keep Strowman on Raw. I've been thinking about this more. Keep Strowman on Raw because I think he is big, and I think he would be quite a good Brock Lesnar as well. Those guys coming in from time to time on Monday Night Raw. There's enough star power on Raw. There's enough power on SmackDown as well to make those two shows work side by side, and they could actually still work as the same sort of equals. NXT needs more love. That's for me. NXT is the place for love. They need some new stars perhaps brought in there, maybe some elevation of some of their characters. I mean, you look at Bobby Roode, he's perfectly done, but I mean, we look at Andrea Singer Almas. There's a rumour that his faction from New Japan could be kind of put together for NXT. I think it'd be kind of cool if that does happen. As well, we've got Sanity there. They can carry on as well the way they're going. The women's division. Now, there are rumours that WWE are interested in ROH. Now, I've seen that those rumours may be true. I've also seen that they can be false. Now, we're not going to know until it actually happens, but in a dream scenario, I mean, everything here is fantasy booking. Let's say WWE acquires, and instead of having the ROH continuation of on the WWE network, they've all brought into NXT. Instead, we see the likes of Jay Lethal, the Young Bucks. And I think WWE needs to do this sort of thing. But I think Adam Cole is definitely coming over regardless. I think his contract is up. He's no longer the ROH World Champion. I see him coming over to WWE and to NXT, and I think that would be a great spot for him. But we need just a few more of those guys brought in, I think, as well, whether it's ROH or somewhere else, and make NXT just stronger again, because NXT was a really strong program for quite a few years. It just feels like it's just losing a little bit of love at the minute. I think Triple H just needs to put a little bit more attention back into NXT. We've seen the United Kingdom tournament. We've seen the Cruiserweight Classic. We're going to get another tournament, I think, in the summer, if I'm not mistaken, with women as well. So I think just a bit more love back into NXT, and I think really we could get a strong NXT program once again, where you feel like you have to watch that every single week. But there's some fantasy book in there for you of how I would go with things after WrestleMania for Raw, for SmackDown, and NXT. What would you do? Let me know in the comments below right now. Do you agree with my points? Would you do what I would do? And let me know about what you think of my opinions. I'd like to know whether you think they're good, whether you think they're bad. I'm happy to hear them right now, so let me know right now in the comments below. But that's everything for you here on SCW, the wrestling channel. I thank you for watching. Please subscribe and keep up to date with everything as and when it's going on. I've got my predictions for the NXT call-ups to the main roster after WrestleMania, the NXT TakeOver Orlando predictions, as well as the WrestleMania 33 predictions. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time here on YouTube.com. Thank you for watching.